Yo,
What's happening, boys?
how are we?
Good, man. Good. Tom?
I'm on the chopsticks.
I
You got there.
I've got
20 grams of rice noodle in this meal. That's probably about half of it right here.
Are the rice noodles actually good?
It to me, it goes a lot further than 20 grams of rice.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So like I don't know about you guys, but I can't do a cream of rice with less than like 80 grams of rice flour. Otherwise, it feels like not satisfying enough. So I'd rather put the bulk of my carbs in the meals that I actually enjoy. Like I'm
Yeah,
still having 100 grams of bread with my meal one
sick.
on low days, and then I've still got like 80 grams of rice flour and cream of rice, and then I have like my last meal, which is kind of like a ninja creamy, but I was too fucking stingy to actually get a ninja creamy, so I just do like a smoothie. It's like a frozen smoothie bowl with like 200 grams of berries and like a small amount of cereal and some stuff and some yogurt and stuff.
Yeah, I was too cheap to get a Ninja Creamy during prep, so I'd legit like do like half of the blender filled with ice, a little
Mm.
bit of water, and like my protein, and it'd fill up the whole thing and like be thick enough to eat. But I'd get so like gassy in my stomach, like it'd
Fuck
just
yeah.
fill up and be painful.
Did you put xanthan gum in?
Nah, like it
Yeah,
was
that
legit
shit.
ice water and protein powder.
Yeah, right.
I
And
need to get
then
on the xanthan gum.
Hey,
I need to get on the xanthan gum
yeah, it fucking expands it like crazy.
because I
fuck your
usually do
gut
this
butt.
like, hey.
Doesn't it fuck your stomach?
I'm not sure. I honestly haven't had it before. It might.
Yeah,
It might do.
that'd be
Uh,
the only thing that scares me.
I usually make the smoothie at like 3 o'clock, chuck it in the freezer, and then it's just like actually kind of half frozen by the time I eat it at like 7.
Yeah,
But it's fucking perfect. It's like a sorbet.
I went through a phase, mate, towards the end of prep of making like a protein pudding that was literally just protein powder and baking powder. So that like you do it in the bowl and like for 30 seconds, if you had it like a paste, it'd like expand to the like the size of the bowl.
Yeah,
If you got it like no longer than 30 seconds and it was still like moist, I'm like, that's
yeah.
enough.
Sugar-free maple syrup. Sorted.
Yeah. Slap that bitch on there. I'm set.
Man. Yeah, those little mug cakes. Bro, even just one egg and a scoop of protein turns out all right.
Yeah.
You just need a
Uh,
good protein. Otherwise, it's fucking garbage. Tastes like cardboard.
How low does your food get on prep, Jordy?
I think we got down to like 2,200 last prep.
It's pretty
So
good.
that was all right. That was all
Because
right. I don't think we had any lower than that.
I mean that's pretty low, I suppose, considering how much you have to eat in the off season.
Oh man, don't get me started on off-season food. I was talking to Jake before, and he was like, "Oh yeah, just above 5,000." I'm like, I'm sitting here on 6,000 calories at the moment. My weight won't move.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. And yet right now, my food's at 3,700 and my weight is not going up or down. It's like just staying at 116. If anything, it's slowly going up every week.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I'm
Yeah.
probably more like Jake in that, like I don't need that much to be in a surplus. But then when I'm cutting, like my low days at the moment are like 2,800 calories
Yeah, it's
and
pretty.
weight's just falling off. And I'm still getting a high day once every 5 to 6 days. So
I am starting to
I don't think
wonder,
I don't think my calories will need to go much lower than 2.5.
like, not anytime
It's like
soon.
your body just knows when it's prep time, It just starts, the weight just starts coming down, even though you're eating more food than you were last time. It's great.
I am starting to wonder though if maybe it'd be more beneficial for the food to be pulled back and just let it do its thing for a little bit.
And just recomp.
Yeah. Because I'm lighter now than I was 2 months ago.
Are you leaner?
No,
You look bigger though.
thanks. Thanks, Tom. Vic's this weekend.
Fuck yeah.
Do we know? I don't know any bodybuilders doing the Vic show besides Ryan Underwood.
Mm.
And there's that Dimitri guy that won the VIX a couple seasons ago.
Right.
Where's Panu
Um,
from? Is he New South
Yeah.
Wales or Queensland?
I think he's New South Wales,
Okay.
I think. But
Okay.
it'll be good to see Matt and Jay this
Mm.
weekend. Is that guy you sent in the chat today? Is he doing VIX or is he Queensland?
I think he's Queensland, pretty sure.
Queensland's going to be a stack show.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Queensland's stacked.
I think whoever wins Queensland is probably the front runner,
Yeah.
just because of the sheer number of competitors. Like you
Yeah.
automatically become one of the big favorites.
Um, Joshy Andrews has made weight.
Mm, that's insane.
Coben, I don't know anything. I don't know how close he is or haven't had a real update.
What did he tell me the other day? He's he's still not like that close. He has 6 kilos to go.
Whoa.
This was on Saturday last week, so he probably got like, I don't know, 5. He'll be fine.
Fuck.
I think as long as you're within like 4 kilos now, you can make it. It's just gonna suck.
Yeah, that will suck. Um, did you see Joshy Andrews update briefly on his Instagram the other day?
No.
One where
He
he said
looks
he made weight.
which one?
The one where he mentioned he made weight.
Yeah. Did he pull
Yeah.
up his shirt in that one?
I don't know, but he was, yeah, I think so. He's peeled out of his mind.
But did you see his midsection?
Yeah.
He doesn't have pronounced abs.
No, they're quite shallow, but the
Yeah,
waist so crazy small. Yeah.
fucking small.
It's ridiculously small.
I'd
But
love to know what food he's on.
it would have to be bird food.
Surely.
Dust.
There's no other way.
Keto diet.
Yeah. Less. A
Because he
keen
started prep, if I'm not wrong, he started prep around the end of season C last year to make weight.
brutal.
That's commitment.
Fucking oath. That's
So
unbelievable.
let's go early Nationals picks. One pick each category for the pro card.
Okay.
Tom, bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding.
We got Cam, we got
Jerome,
Jerome,
Liam,
Liam, Ryan,
uh,
and Dimitri and Vix this weekend.
I'm gonna be pretty straight up and just say Cam. I think Cam takes it.
Really?
I don't think it's gonna be easy. I think it'll be very close, but bro, he's gonna be like fucking 12 kilos heavier than last time he competed. It's fucked.
which is insane. That was only a
How
year.
how conditioned does he need to be to win? Let's say size isn't a factor. Let's say he's holding his own on size. How conditioned does he need to be to win?
I
He's
think
pretty
he'll
much
be.
there now.
I was gonna say I think he'll be peeled out of his mind, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dean was saying he's the sort of person that like you give him a high day and his body temperature goes up so much that he actually loses weight the next day. Like, he's
Fuck
just
me.
a metabolic freak.
Yeah.
So he actually has to like he has to be a little bit conservative with what he eats like the day before the show. So ideally they fill him out and they get him ready to go the day before the show so we can just kind of cruise the
In.
day before because they risk if they have to feed him up more so on the day before the show, he can actually come in lighter because he's churned through those calories so much. Like he's a bit of a freak, man. I
That
think
happened
he'd
in
be
my peak
peeled.
week. That was fucked.
Hmm?
I said the same thing happened in my peak week. I just lost like nearly a kilo every day after the carb loading. But I think that was just because I was so over dieted. But
Mm.
Cam's definitely not overdieted. He's just a fucking freak.
No, because he's getting.
Anyone in Perth, Tom?
Well, there's Nick, but I don't think he's doing nationals apparently.
Why? Why is he not doing nationals?
Um, I think he's doing an overseas show.
Yeah. Which one?
I'm not sure.
Hmm. Interesting. All right, so Tom's gone Cam. Jake?
I want to say someone else to just be different, but I don't know if I can. Um, Cam's going to be the tallest guy on there. He and Cam and Jerome and Liam are probably all pretty similar heights, right? How tall is Liam?
Liam's tall.
Yeah,
Is he
Liam's.
tall?
Liam's tall.
Well, I think Jerome's like 6'1". Liam's probably like 5'10", 5.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Liam's over 6 foot.
Yeah, I think he is. I do like Liam's physique. I do like Liam's physique. If his midsection's tight enough,
I'll let the 6 foot.
Jake, you're still lagging.
I think Panu is a threat as well.
That's it. Yeah, Panu. Fuck.
Yeah. I mean,
What
he's
about,
so complete.
huh?
He's so complete. And he really pushed Rago that time a couple of years ago, I think it was.
Yeah, he did, eh? Who are you locking in for Classic?
Oh man, classic's so hard. Someone asked me the question today,
Oh, really?
and
Fuck.
is that Jake? He's so fucking laggy.
He's so
Yeah,
laggy.
I am.
He's like minutes behind. Um,
I think
you
he's
can
bad.
talk about roller dice when it comes to classic, but I might just say Dom
Oh,
if I had to pick one. But
really?
he's so broad, and maybe I'm just biased because
Interesting.
I'm wide shoulders, etc. But I think Kyle's going to be like probably the like potentially the most complete.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm back.
Yeah.
Slight technical difficulty. Fucking hell.
Um, I think Kyle looks the best he's ever looked.
By far.
He looks great.
Yeah, by a mile. He's so improved.
And his condition's going to be on point.
Classic is going to be so tough.
I'm 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 still putting my money on Josh Andrews, I
It
think.
is going to be hard to contend with the amount of size that guy has, man. Like, he's not short either.
Yeah, he's not short. He's so bubbly.
Yeah.
Providing he presents well,
He looks like a cartoon.
yeah. If he if he hits his if his classic shot is that front lat spread,
Mm.
that's now why am I lagging? What the fuck?
Okay, it's not just me saying that, all right?
I'm just the fuck is going on?
Everything's going to shit. That's what happened when Josh isn't here.
Yep.
Josh.
Ready to go. Is he resetting?
Hold on. Hold on. Are we
I
working?
know.
Is it back? No?
You're
Actually,
like half back.
Oh, this is good.
Quality, hey.
Quality content. I want to apologize to our 5 viewers.
at least the audio is clear. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Oh, give us a prep update, Tom. What are you, sub 100 kilos now?
Hey, I'm going to be sub 97, I reckon, by tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Dropping.
I was 98.8 this time last week on Thursday
98.8. Yeah,
and
right. And what are you today?
97 flat.
Fuck.
Yeah. And
Getting crispy now.
my face has come in heaps over the past 2 weeks.
That was the first thing I noticed when you jumped on the call.
And my lower back's starting to come in now. Like my glutes have like they've been coming in over the past month. They're starting to look pretty peeled, and I think most of the fat is just like lower back and mid glute now.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It's yeah, it's moving. I checked
Yeah,
my
me.
height the other day,
Mm.
and I was 172.9, so I'm zero point 0.2 of a centimeter above where I need to be. So
Let's hope that stays there.
just have to hope I don't lose any fat underneath my heels. I should be all right. I don't know if it's worth getting on the inversion table because, like, even if I was to jump on it now regularly, there's going to be like a 10-day period before I fly out, pretty much, like where I can't really use one anyway. So all of that good work might just be undone by
Yeah,
not
would it regress
yeah,
that quick?
by not being able to get on a table for just over a week.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'll be fine. We'll figure it out. I still think I'll pull right down to like 90, maybe 91. And then that'll give us some room to kind of fill out and come in pretty close to that cap.
What's yours again? 94,
The cap's 92.5.
92.5.
Hmm.
God damn.
Damn, boy.
Makes you wonder how some of these guys get down to that weight cap.
Well, I'm pretty sure Mike Summerfield is in the same weight cap.
Holy fuck.
He wouldn't have the opportunity to kind of fill out during the week, though. He'd be filling out after getting weighed in.
Yeah.
He's
Is,
fucking
is there weigh-ins a day before or 2 days before?
usually a day before.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Even for the Olympia.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, everything's
That
ticking
sucks.
along. No complaints really. Like training, I started training earlier in the day, and all of a sudden I feel like I have a bit more energy because I was training at like 2 p.m. and I was just hitting a brick wall halfway through the session where I just felt like I wanted to take a nap. And now I'm going at like 10:30. Yeah, and
Damn,
just
that is early.
training actually feels good again.
Yeah, sick. Um, so Derek's in at Pittsburgh.
What happened to the what happened to the classic picks? Did we
Oh yeah, classic picks. Yeah, I'm picking Joshy Andrews. I'm backing him.
Josh? Jake? Fucking hell. Oh my God, Jake's gone now. Holy shit. What the fuck? Am I the only one with good internet? Fucking hell, he's oh
Wild. This is wild. Ah.
my God.
Okay.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if you did, mate. I don't know. I'm not confident.
Uh, I don't know why it's so fucking garbage today.
Yeah, who you picking for classic?
Um, Fuck. I want to say Kyle.
Yeah,
He's very, very complete, and he did pretty good last time he competed too.
he did.
And he's only better.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's got some tall boys that he's going against, but I don't think that really matters when you're as complete as that. And I don't think a lot of the taller guys are that complete, as complete as him.
I can back that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's just something missing on most of the other guys, but
He is
Kyle's
very complete.
pretty complete, top to
Yeah,
bottom.
top to bottom, he's complete. He poses and presents well.
Yeah.
Conditions on point.
Yeah. And he's got good density, thickness
Yeah.
from front and back.
The only thing that puts him off, unfortunately, is his midsection a little bit. If he can pose that well, and then it just depends on who he stands next to. That's the only drawbacks with him.
Yeah.
I think the exciting thing about him is I just think he's going to come in like so much better than ever before. Like it's going to be a completely different look.
Yeah,
It,
I agree.
So, he's just so much bigger and he's going to have the opportunity to get so much more peeled. He's going to be good.
yeah.
I was actually going to say him, and then I saw that photo of Dom, and I'm like, fuck, he looks good too. There's so many this season.
Yeah, way more than usual for season 8. Fucking very, very stacked.
Well, season A last year was pretty stacked too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just getting every season's getting
Yeah,
like
it
this, man.
is.
Quality is rising.
Apparently, the guy that what's that blonde guy's name in New South Wales did season C last year. He won the middle class at nationals.
I mean,
Oh,
wait, not Tom or the really short dude.
Tom.
I think
The
it's
Tom?
Aaron. No, I think his name's Aaron.
But you know who I'm talking about, yeah? Like,
The bleach blonde hair.
but like longer hair. Did
Oh,
a few years ago as well. Like poses identical, like very Arnold posing.
Yeah, that's
oh,
Tom.
yeah, that's the guy you're
Yeah,
talking about.
I think he might be doing it.
He's not.
He's not. He's out. He's not in.
He had like a shoulder operation recently, I think.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
Oh yeah,
He's
I fucking chipped my veneer today.
The fuck did you do?
You see it?
No,
Like,
oh, yeah, a little.
it's just like the front. So like the whole tooth's not chipped, it's just the front. But oh, I fucking bit into my spoon.
Bro,
oh,
how hard you biting it?
Too hard, apparently. Man, I've had these for like 7 or 8 years. It chipped like 3 weeks ago, and now it's chipped again. And it's never chipped before then.
fuck. That's so funny that you said that because I bit into my fork yesterday when I was driving,
Yeah,
trying to eat and drive. And I was
not
like,
fun.
fuck, like feeling my teeth. I'm like, surely I've done something, but I was all right, thankfully.
Yeah, then I felt mine. I like wiped my tooth, and like a piece of my fucking tooth just came off of my finger. I
Mm.
was like,
Oh,
yeah. So get that fixed
that's
up
7 years ago.
Yeah, that's when I originally got them done.
Jesus.
I legit thought they were your teeth.
Nope.
That's mad. You go to
Not
turn
this
into
time.
that.
No, I didn't. I got composite veneers. Oh, yeah.
What are composite veneers?
They just put the capping on your, they like file down your tooth and then cap it.
Oh, did that hurt?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you
And then
pass
this one
that?
was damaged not long ago, so she just fucking took the whole thing out and redid it.
Shit.
Yeah.
That how would that not hurt though? Wouldn't that?
Yeah.
Oh,
They don't even like use anesthesia or nothing.
Oh,
really? Yeah.
Anesthetic.
When
Yeah.
I had a fucking root canal, that shit hurt because
Yeah.
all they did
I've
was
never had like a wisdom tooth or anything like that. People say that's fucked. I haven't had that.
wisdom tooth wasn't too bad compared to the root canal that I got.
no, I've
'Cause
got my wisdom teeth.
root canal, they put local anesthetic in, and they're like just let me know if you're feeling pain. And like it was slowly building up, and I'm like, fuck, I need like they need to put more, they need to put way more fucking anesthetic into me because
Load me up.
I could feel them scraping the nerve out of my fucking tooth. It was fucked. I was like, more fucking anesthetic, please. Like,
Oh,
oh, yeah,
um,
brutal.
What's
Should
your worst
we?
dentist story, Jordy?
I don't have one actually.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Man, when I was younger, my teeth were so busted up. So I had like, they were all just a bit all over the place. There was like a little gap here. These ones were like growing weird. So this one, when I was younger, like that canine tooth, it was a baby tooth up until I was like 16 or 15 or something. So the adult tooth was never going to come down and push it out. The adult tooth was growing sideways in the roof of my mouth. So they had to pull that tooth out, slice open my gum where my tooth is, pull that tooth down so it was a little bit exposed, put a metal bracket on the back of that tooth and a metal bracket on my bottom tooth and an elastic band. And like over time, it tightens, and pulls the tooth down. And then I had to wear a retainer for like fucking nearly 2 years after that. And then my teeth still weren't straight. And then I got veneers.
Fuck.
Yeah, it
Bro,
was
what
fucked.
the fuck?
Yeah.
How long
Yeah.
did you have to wear that bracket thing pulling the tooth down?
Oh, that was there for a long time, like probably 2 years as well.
Jeez.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like a little hook on the back of my tooth and on the back of my bottom tooth. You couldn't feel it, or you could feel it with your tongue, but you couldn't like see it or anything like that. But yeah, it was full on to
Fuck.
save some monies for braces.
Mm.
Ruby just got braces back on for the second time.
Did she get Invisalign or actual braces?
Actual braces.
Mm.
I think she regrets it
Yeah, I bet. Why'd she not get Invisalign?
because good call on her half because she'll lose them.
Yeah, but you can just
Like,
buy a replacement tray.
yeah, but she will lose them, all of them. That's
Yeah,
why she didn't.
yeah.
She fucked up after the first lot of braces. She didn't wear the retainer because she lost them.
Uh,
And like all of a sudden, at the start of this year, her two front teeth like decided there was a massive gap, like out of nowhere.
yeah,
And
right.
then she like panic reacted, booked in to get braces done, and then they took the wires that she had on the back of her teeth off and like they removed back in. So like the gap wasn't as big by the time
Mm.
she went back to the dentist. And now she like, I wish I had just chilled out a little bit before going back and getting braces on.
Yeah.
Fuck going through that
Yeah.
again.
It's a shit experience getting your teeth fucked with.
Yeah.
Don't
Do you,
recommend.
Jordy, do you dig the braces?
It makes me feel like I'm back to when I first met her. Makes me feel young again.
Yeah.
Does it feel like you're dating like a brand new girlfriend, like you've just started from day one again?
Legit. Legit. It's freshened up the relationship.
Yeah.
At least if she's being mean to you, you can call her like brace face or something.
Yeah.
Train tracks.
Hey, what was the other one? Like metalhead or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Um, before I forget, Cybex squat press king here. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Jake, please don't.
Yeah, until Saturday, my friend.
I've
Until
got
Saturday.
nothing left.
I've got some more in the tank.
Oh,
Jake, you only have a very short shelf life when it comes to getting these fucking squat press PBs out of the way. I reckon get in 10 weeks, those numbers will start moving down.
Yeah, for sure. But
how
while I can be the king, I will be.
Actually, look, I say 10 weeks. You'll probably be still hitting PBs up till like 10 weeks out. So you've actually got like 15 weeks. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but now I'm just taking bigger and bigger jumps because I'm just trying to win. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not the smart thing to do, but
Hey, as long as your knees don't get all fucked up.
the reps are still looking good, and the knees
how
are still
heavy how heavy do you think you can actually push this?
500.
Really?
Yeah, I reckon I get 500 for 10 if I really wanted to.
Really?
10
So when you say if you wanted to, you mean if you did them first in your workout?
sleeves, and yeah, maybe first.
500.
Well, I did what 410. Yeah,
Sleeves do make a difference for me anyway. I think, I mean,
Oh,
you
I
get
think,
do it without
spring out the bottom. Yeah,
did you do them with or without sleeves, Geordie?
with sleeves.
Yeah, look, I reckon with sleeves on, I can go up to 450.
I was gonna say I reckon I can get 450, but
I wouldn't
yeah,
put
450 is
500 past.
definitely playing it safe. I reckon if you wanted to risk it, you can go for 500.
Jake, don't tempt me.
No, you really don't need to, bro. You got a fucking hernia that's about to explode and knees that are about to fucking break in half.
I had I did that session after work on Monday. So like I finished work at 6, then didn't start training till like 6:30.
That's tough.
And there was like no one in the gym. I'm like, I can't do this without a spot. So there was one girl training. I'm like, can you just give me a spot, please? She like helped me up on the first rep and she stood like 5 meters behind me on the squat press. I'm like, it's the thought that counts.
No, that's
Jake,
good.
the spot that I gave you was horrendous. I didn't think you needed it, to be fair, on that last rep. He was
I shouldn't have needed it.
no, you shouldn't have.
Make you little bitch.
It
Yeah,
was I will only take a portion of the blame for that one.
it's
Oh,
okay. I
shit.
shouldn't have needed it. I should have got it up, and then I would have no one to blame.
Fuck. I'm just trying to comprehend what it'd be like to be under 500 kilos.
Yeah, I don't reckon I could do it this week, but
No,
maybe.
God, no, please.
Yeah, I'd prefer you didn't try this week.
I did deadlift yesterday. I sent Tom a message. I was like, "Do you care if I do deadlifts?" And then deleted it.
Oh, is that the message you deleted?
Yeah.
I was gonna message you and be like, just like the eyes emoji, and be like, "What do you say?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
What's your
fuck, that's
deadlift?
funny.
It was a little lackluster. It was third exercise in. I got one set of 250 for 5.
Fuck, that's
I
decent.
didn't see, I didn't see a video of it.
No video because I wanted to do better than that. So,
Ah, the shame.
yeah.
So, what were you kind of aiming to do heading into that session?
I don't
Like,
know. I kind of had
goals?
260 on my mind. I'm like, yeah, I reckon I could do 260 for 4, 5. I mean, it was close, but
But as you were warming up, like, did you do 240 for like a single?
yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah, probably not 260.
I didn't even think 250 was smart. I was just like, oh, it's 250 is more than 240. So
It
may as
is.
well do it.
It is more.
Yeah.
Um,
It wasn't
my
that great.
my long-lasting goal on deadlifts is to get 300 for reps.
Same. Fuck yeah.
I've always had a goal to deadlift 300.
I'm
And
like, if I didn't have a hernia, deadlifting would be my go-to every week.
what about, does it count if you do it sumo?
No,
I knew you
Would you
fucking
count
say no.
no.
would you count 300 for reps as like touch and go?
Yeah,
Okay.
fucking oath.
Yeah,
I've
you
done
can't.
300 for a single.
You've done how much?
300 for a single.
Damn, I haven't even touched 300.
But that was before my last prep.
My best is 270 for 11.
Yeah.
270 for 11.
You'd
That
be able
was
to get
post
300 for
men's
one.
physique comp.
What?
Surely you could do 300 for one.
Dude,
I could.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
270 for 11
There.
is nuts.
But what was the level of bounce on these
I
reps?
was just
Huh?
thinking that.
No,
Really?
no, they weren't even bumper plates.
Wow.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
fucking
Long
gnarly.
arms. Got long arms.
Got that orangutan fucking.
Yeah. I got orangutan limbs.
I have pretty long arms as well. I was always much stronger in a sumo though,
Mm.
because I did a bit of
Short
powerlifting
long
for a short period back in the day.
All
I
I'm
know.
here right now is bitch.
arm.
Yeah, well, when I was natty, I did like 250, but that was sumo. So
You got more than that, no?
no, because that was I think that was on like my first cycle when I did like 270, 280.
All right, good life.
Yeah,
I remember that.
back back in the old days.
What was your first cycle?
It was so dumb. It was like test and Deca for like I think it might have been test on its own for like 4 weeks, and then it was test and Deca for 4 weeks, and then it was test and EQ for 4 weeks. It was so dumb. I was
Jake?
like, where's the logic here? If anything, why would you do EQ last? If anything, you would do
Yeah.
it first.
I did Psalms for a small period,
So did I.
brief period. I did like LGD, S4, fucking
I remember.
Hey?
Rad 140.
Yeah.
Was it rad?
It was rad.
Rad.
All my lifts went
Like
up,
bad.
blood noses, it's just, it's no side effects. Yeah, my first actual cycle was 250 test for like 20
I
weeks.
I find SARMs so funny because they're supposed to be selective androgen receptor, but they're the complete opposite. Like
Yeah.
they're so
They just go
fucking bad
crazy
for
on
like
everything.
for lipids and liver and everything, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're terrible.
I remember I was taking LGD maybe for like 3 or 4 weeks at the time, and I was training. Like I would train in the morning, and I would have a fucking chest pump all day, and then I would just get random fucking nosebleeds throughout the day, and I would like, oh, it's just because it's hot outside, like it's just the weather. It's not my blood pressure. Like Oh man, yeah, it was
Well,
fucked.
you could have got the same result, if not better, just from doing Anadrol, to be honest.
It would have been much better. It would have been much better.
Much better and probably less side effects as well.
Yeah, honestly, it would not surprise me.
What was yours, Geordie?
Mine was legit just test and Anavar. I started during a prep that never the show never went ahead. It was because of the COVID. So it was. I really wish I had a pre like my first time was just abusing a lot of things that I shouldn't have been touching, and just getting that blow up from being stupid.
I just
Yeah,
wish I had a proper coach the first time, so
Same.
I wasn't going
Same with the
anymore.
dodgy doctor that I was seeing.
yeah. I was just doing everything myself. It's yeah, no good at that time.
And nobody take my advice and do a cycle that you is stupid to blow up. Okay? That's not what to get out of what I just said. Um,
Do it at your own risk.
the kids asked me at the gym during the week, oh, when should they jump on? They're like 18. I'm like, don't. Don't jump on. Don't do it.
Man, that conversation is so hard. Like for
Yeah.
me, I started training at 14 years old in the gym. Earlier than that, with martial arts, fucking
Yeah.
at home training, all that other bullshit. Previous to that, I've been into it forever. I was in the gym since 14, already been training for every day, like fell in love with it from that point. And I ended up jumping on it like 19. So
Man, I jumped on late.
when people ask me when to jump on or when they think they should jump on, it's so hypocritical of me to say not to do it or
Yeah.
to wait an extended period of time when
Yeah.
I started so early.
Yeah. I
And
get you.
I can't judge someone else for wanting to
No.
do the same thing, but I always advocate for people to wait as long as possible. But
I always start off with saying don't do it
yeah,
because like I'd have to be pretty convinced that you are somewhat really into into bodybuilding.
dude, you've got to be way more into it than people think that
Yeah.
they need to be into it. People have no fucking idea
Yeah.
what gear does or what they're doing to themselves, even running one cycle.
Yeah.
People, oh, it's just crazy. Some of the questions I get from some people at the gym is just fucking nuts. Like,
And there's no
most
such
likely
thing as
wanting
just
to run
one.
multiple compounds, fucking or don't know how to diet or train anyway.
Yeah.
It's so backwards. It's insane. But
Have you ever seen or heard of anybody that's just done one?
no, exactly. I always say that as well. Your one cycle is forever.
Hmm.
It
Like,
is one cycle.
yeah. I've only done one cycle.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm still in my first.
It's only been 5 years.
I had a 15-year-old ask me when should I jump on gear, and I was like,
Uh, when you
not.
can drop.
I mean, I was like, I don't even know where to start. I was like, don't, just
Yeah.
don't. Like, please don't. Because he's, looking at people on TikTok and seeing that it's so normalized now to take gear that there's, all these 17-year-olds using like Tren and looking fucking awesome as you would with no idea, the consequences that's involved. And then you've
Man,
got other, young people younger than the 17-year-olds looking at them thinking, oh shit, like I got to do that soon.
yeah.
Like,
There's
no.
no, there's a lack of critical thinking.
It's lack of foresight as well, Like they're so young. They've only been alive for fucking not long.
Yeah.
Like you don't think far ahead, Like I could say the same thing for myself, like starting as early as I did. Of course, there's consequences, and you know what you sign up for, but a
Yeah.
lot of people don't fucking know what they sign up for
Yeah.
when they start getting into it, and then they're just stuck in it forever, and their health just gets worse and worse every year. They look fucking worse and worse
Yeah.
until they actually learn about what they're doing, and then they've already been on gear for 3 years.
Yeah. Like, not saying that I'm right in the way I did it. Like, what I did do was wait. I waited until I was 25.
Yeah,
So, like,
that's
by then
smart.
at least I knew that this was something that I did want to pursue, but I had already competed. I had already Like I was balls deep in everything, doing everything else before I was like, and like I was getting blood work done before I was on gear. So like everything was just normal for me to do without doing that. Not saying that my way is the right way, but
Well, look, I think if
I
there,
would say that is the right
I was
way.
going to say, yeah, look, if there is a right way, and this is what I recommend for most people, like I would recommend doing a natural show first,
yeah,
seeing if you actually fucking love bodybuilding.
yeah.
Because if you don't and you decide to go down this path, that is probably going to be long term for the rest of your life, then yeah, you I don't even
It's
know.
just it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It doesn't give you what you think it's going to give you.
No. And I think a lot of people just have this misconception that they're going to be the next Mr. Olympia or fucking whatnot. Like, don't get me wrong, believe in yourself, do all of that kind of stuff, but you need to love it more than you love the idea of winning a show or love the idea of being on stage. Like, you need to actually live and breathe it.
But like it doesn't negate the work that you have to do to get anything. If
Dude,
it
if not
you need to
more.
work more for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I was speaking with someone this week and they were trying to convince me that gear doesn't help with recovery at all.
Whoa.
Mind you,
Wow.
they're natural.
Right.
I'm like,
So what was their kind of stance on that?
Yeah.
full credit to these people, educated somewhat. They at least they came across that they had some level of knowledge. Level of knowledge that they could use big words in sentences that maybe they confused me a little bit with. But I'm like, until you've done a cycle, you don't know how that feels.
Well,
Because you
you
put
just
me
need
on
to look.
250 milligrams a test. That's what I started with. Within 2 weeks, I could notice a different of recovery, even within a session between sets.
I mean, yeah, that's just factually incorrect. So
So
Yeah.
they
Is-
they hit me with
Yeah.
a
What did they actually?
they hit me with some study that claimed that just taking gear alone will build you more muscle.
I've seen that study as well.
I'm like,
Just increasing bone density and increasing just muscular fullness. It's not
yeah,
building muscle if you're
yeah,
not stimulating
your
that
lean
muscle.
body mass might go up, but your tissue
yeah.
necessarily need to go up.
It's
Because your ability to store glycogen will be increased. So yeah,
That's every fucking natty science nerd's favorite study, and it means nothing.
yeah.
It means nothing at all.
You
You
just
think
have to go
people just
to
sit there and take
any
gear, they'll be huge.
just go to any popular gym and 95% of the guys there are blasting more than all of us have.
Yeah.
And
oh,
we don't have to discuss what they look like because they all look the same,
Yeah.
all of them.
and if they went ahead and did their bloods, it would probably be a hell of a lot worse
They
than
can't do their bloods because their blood is tar. Um, but this brings me to another conversation that I was having with some
Cool.
people this week that they were definitely on the science side of things. And the debate started with, according to them, there is never a reason to increase volume at all. No reason. The most that they will do is 4 sets per body part per week.
What?
That's it.
is this argument that they're making generalized across the board for everyone, or is that for just for this specific person because it works for them?
Generalized.
Yeah. Well, that's just not it.
Yeah, that's can't
Four
say that.
sets per body part.
So
to
the
grow.
name, I had to go and search this after the conversation because I had no idea who this was. They kept referencing towards Paul Carter.
Oh.
I had no idea who he was.
Yeah. It's
No idea.
another Instagram science genius.
So from what I can gather, he's just talking about one set that's all out, essentially.
Yeah.
Look, it works,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Okay. So
just
my
because something,
argument isn't that it's not going to work. Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Let's say 95% of people don't know how to train at all as it is. So then when you say to someone, hey, just go and do one set to failure,
Mm.
actually add this in. They told me never to go to failure ever. Then I was told this is where the bro in me really started to come out and it like hurt my brain. And they told me that
Bro and me would already be screaming.
man, I'm sitting there at work and I'm trying not to lose my shit. They're telling me that you shouldn't worry about getting a pump. A pump is a negative.
A negative.
A negative.
So what exactly is this person
They were
trying to
listing off
achieve?
all of these acids that are released and fatigue this and recovery this and that. Too much of a pump is a bad thing.
Are they bigger than you, Jordy?
No.
I'd
Then
be
it
very
doesn't.
surprised. Yeah, that it
Conversation
doesn't matter.
over.
But the part that hurt my brain is that so they were so set in their ways and they were so young. So
Yeah.
like exactly what we see online was what I was speaking to in person.
Yeah.
That like I said to them, I'm like, what has worked for you for the first 5 years of your training isn't going to work for your next 5 years of training.
Not, man, it's not even just that. Anybody who says there's fucking one way to grow or one way to diet or one way to do anything in bodybuilding is wrong. There is many ways to do everything. You can do high volume, you can do low volume, you can do high
Yeah.
frequency, you can do low frequency, you can do
Like
fucking anything. As long as you go balls to the walls in
it
the sets
was,
that
yeah,
really matter and you push those sets, you're gonna fucking grow and eat.
it was like they just had so many rules that they would follow by for their sessions.
Man, you just overcomplicate the whole process and make it fucking boring and shit.
Like, don't do reps higher than 12.
Yeah, that's a Paul Carter thing.
It was
Yeah.
again, like I said, I had to look into it after it because I had no idea who this is. And I'm just like, it's so blanket statement that and
Yeah.
it's presented in such a way that, like, for me, I grew up running, right? I played footy, I did martial arts. So in the way I think, in my head, my legs can take a lot before they're going to do anything. So for me, higher volume on a leg day, whether that's reps or sets, is going to work best. And that's what's proved to show any development in my legs. So how
Yeah.
can I, if I'm sitting here doing one set a week of quads on a 6 to 10 rep range,
Yeah.
how am I meant to progress?
Well, this
Yeah.
person's just been sold a lie, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it's this method or this way is easily marketable, and it's a bit of a cop out. It provides you an opportunity to do less work, promising certain results that even if the results do come, they're not
Like,
going to be. It's simply it's really just is not the best way to do things.
but
So
it's like, how do
Subop.
these guys, so no disrespect to call Paul Carter, but average rig, average, little bit of muscle. How are you selling to all of these people the best way to put on muscle?
Yeah.
That's what hurts my brain. How these people that haven't really done what they're talking about are the ones with the loudest voices at the moment.
Yeah.
because they're the best at marketing, whatever the fuck they're
Yeah.
trying to sell.
I
It's
hate the
it's
internet.
always the case. And it's not only that, but it's the way they do it. They make everybody else seem so stupid and
Yes.
their opinion is insignificant
Yeah.
to anything they say. We have many people in Australia who do the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's not how you sell your coaching ability.
Yeah.
Is talking shit on everyone else for the way they do it, yet still beat the people that you train.
Yeah. Like Tom would
The
say that
method
our
doesn't
training
fucking
styles
matter.
are not identical, but we're based off the same things. I'm definitely more of the bro style sort of things, but the core principles to our training are pretty much very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't think there's too much difference between what we do
No.
because all of the, like you say, all of the foundations are the same. There's just a couple of little like nuanced kind of differences, you know?
Yeah. That really aren't going to make much of a difference.
Like
No,
I'm quite low volume. I like to
Yeah.
get the most from the least. So I really enjoy just doing 1 to 2 working sets on a lot of exercises, but that's because
Yep.
I've been training for fucking 10 years
Yep.
and what I can get out of my body now is much better than what I could get out of my body when I first started lifting. Whereas when I first started lifting, I didn't know how to train like an
Yeah.
animal. So I was probably doing 3 to 4 working sets for every single
Yeah.
exercise. And I
I'll
think that's the way to, I mean, that's the way to do it, generally speaking. I think for most people, like beginners, they need more volume because they can't train like demons, you know.
yeah.
And as you get better at training hard and training to failure, and you actually know and understand what training to failure feels like, then you can start doing like top set back offs and that sort of stuff. And then you can start, lowering your volume down to maybe 2 sets. But
Yeah.
I mean, look, a lot of people look at the way that I train and then they think they need to train like me. It's like, yeah, you want to train like me from an intensity and an execution standpoint, but I can tell you right now, you don't know how to train as hard as me.
Yeah. 100%.
yeah.
Like I'm the same as you. Sets wise, 2 sets. You won't catch me doing more than 2 sets. But sometimes I like to play, and a lot of time I like to play around with rep ranges. Like I'll start my back days with 2 sets of pull downs and it's 2 sets of 15 to 20. Just because of how it feels. I've got a sick pump after that, and I'm ready to go into whatever I've got next.
Yeah.
Science hasn't told me that. I haven't
No.
read that in a fucking peer-reviewed study that said I need to do 15 to 20 reps, but I have the training experience and I've tried it out. It feels good. I haven't gotten any negative feedback from doing it, so I'll do it.
That's the biggest thing as well. Like that negative feedback part of it. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do in the gym if you enjoy it. If you're not getting anything negative out of it and you're actually getting something positive out of it, just fucking do it.
Yeah.
If you like to lift heavy and do low volume, do it. If you like to do higher volume and chase a pump, do it.
Yeah.
But don't get mad when you're not getting results because you're so fixated in one way of thinking.
Yeah.
Do both. Most good bodybuilders do a mixture of fucking both. There's
100%.
low volume throughout their training or throughout certain times of their training block. They train with RAR sometimes, which is fucking hard to believe for some people. But it just comes down to experience in the gym and actually knowing what you're doing in the gym.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah,
Well, Nick
it's
Walker's using
experience. It's just
Nick,
more time and effort and learning.
Nick Walker's doing reps in reserve at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that's something that
And look,
in the last 18 months, a year for me has become way more important and something that I actually look at and actually try and factor in now to my sessions. Fatigue management, like, okay, if I'm going to go 3 sets of this exercise, it's going to absolutely
yeah,
cook me. So just keep it in the chamber a little bit.
perfect example. Us on the squat press at the moment, I've only been doing 1 set.
Oh, yeah. Tom's been doing 2, the crazy fucker.
You fucker. Josh is the same.
No, just 1 for me.
Josh has been doing top set and then a back off set.
Yeah,
Like
2 sets of 10 to 15.
yeah, I've just been like I'll give everything in my top set and that's it.
How many sets of a Bulgarian will you do?
Oh, you don't want to know. I couldn't tell you the last time I've done a Bulgarian.
Uh, anything more than one set of a Bulgarian fucking cooks me.
Yeah,
Like it looks like I've just run a
Yeah.
marathon or I've done like a hit workout. I'm just
takes like
cooked.
20 minutes.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
brutal. Dean has me doing 2 sets of those as well. I'm like, fuck.
Fuck me.
Yeah. But we'll probably bring that down. Like the deeper we get into prep, like a lot of these 2 set exercises or some of my top set back offs, even I mean none actually I've got no exercise at the moment where I'm doing 3 sets, but a lot of them that are at 2 might actually go down to 1.
Yeah.
Uh, and we'll prioritize keeping the load and the reps up over doing more volume with the same exercise.
Yep.
But yeah, it's funny. I find the whole reps in reserve thing so I just love seeing people's reaction to it. Like if they don't understand it or they don't agree with it, they immediately dismiss it.
Look,
And they're like, well, if you've got the 2 reps there, just why do you fucking go to failure? And it's like, oh, bro, like even Mike Van Wyck was doing that the other day on his podcast, and I'm on Fuad's podcast, and I'm like, you're so short-sighted.
I think, look, not sticking up for Mike. I think my issue with it is when it's people that just don't know how to train. So, like when you say to me, Tom, that you're training to whatever reps in reserve, I can confidently be like, yep, Tom is taking it to 3 reps in reserve, 2 reps in reserve. I've got the confidence in you being able to do that. I'd have the same confidence in Jake. But when it's someone that hasn't had the training experience that you've had and doesn't even know how to consistently take a session to failure, and they're telling me that, yeah, it's this week I'm training to 4 reps in reserve.
Yeah.
You don't know anything other than that.
Yeah, no, that I
Take a full
100%
session.
agree.
Basically constantly in a deload.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, for example, as much as I do rate reps in reserve highly, less than 50% of my clients are using it
Yeah.
because most of them aren't as experienced as me or the clients of mine that are doing it properly.
Yeah.
And I think it is a useful tool if you have the experience and the know-how to actually progress with it on a week-to-week basis. And it holds you accountable because it's like, okay, cool, I did this last week. I had a couple of reps in the tank. So this week I simply must do more. So every single week you are increasing load or reps, which is the name of the game when it comes to growing muscle, you know?
Yep. Yep. All
Do
right.
some Detroit pricks.
That's my rant done. My tirade.
Yeah.
Before we do Detroit, Pittsburgh.
Mm,
That's a stacked show.
It's
Derek.
huge.
Derek in, Nick, Vito, Crizzo, Martin,
Oh, what a
William,
good show.
James. It's essentially the Olympia.
Yeah.
It's
It's
pretty
it's
damn close.
it's like half the top 10 of the Olympia right there, just about.
If you had to pick a top 5 now.
Derek,
Yep.
Derek number 1.
Martin, Vito. Who
Vito.
else? Isn't he in it? Yeah, he's in
Yeah.
it.
Not
Nick.
Nick.
Oh fuck. Yeah, Nick, Vito,
Crizzo?
Crizzo. Yeah.
Don't rate Crizzo.
Neither, but he's gonna be
Yeah,
bigger than everyone else.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he's in fifth. Like, I mean, I would agree with Jake. I think having him in fifth doesn't mean that I mean, you obviously don't
I'd
need to
have
sort of,
William in 5th.
yeah.
You could argue that for sure.
Crizzo's a massive, like, wild card, though, because he has taken some time off. Like, if he comes in condition and his posing is better, it's going to be pretty hard to deny him a high placing because he is so big.
Yeah.
But he's always had problems with
Is
his
he?
posing or his tan as well.
Yeah. Is he going to have that same size though? Because he's coming back off that bicep surgery.
Yeah, that was a bad
His
injury.
bicep is fucking huge. He can afford to lose a bit of size in his arms.
All right, let's
True.
go to Detroit. That's this weekend, isn't it?
Yep.
Did you see I got my pro card framed on the wall behind
Yeah. Very
Yeah,
nice.
look at
me?
Good.
Does look good.
Sexy.
Sexy. All right. You can see that, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Anyone want to make any changes?
Uh, I'm gonna uh nah.
You're good?
Yeah, I was gonna swap Bonac and Sasan, but I think I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, I'm swapping. Oh, James is looking good though.
He is looking good, but I just think he's too narrow. I think that's his biggest issue.
I feel like the judges don't reward Sass.
You don't reckon they will?
No. And I'm gonna go.
Oh, Ronald over Carlos.
I think.
It's a big call. Wait, can we do these fucking picks on the website?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
No, I'm leaving Carlos in fourth. Are you happy with yours, Jake?
Yes. They still haven't rated my physique yet.
Dogs.
Oh, really? They
Can we-
probably thought you were already a pro. They're like, nah, this dude's a pro. He doesn't need
No, they did not.
it.
Tom, do you want to make any changes?
Nah, I'm pretty happy with mine.
All right.
I think, I mean, the only I could see Ron beating Carlos though.
I had that change and I just changed the back.
Yeah, I don't know about Carlos like switching coaches and stuff. I don't know.
Did he switch coaches?
I don't know if that's actually been confirmed or if it's just a rumor.
Who did he go to?
Aceto, was it?
Really?
Someone was saying that he might have gone to Aceto, but I don't know if it's been confirmed or not. Yeah.
Damn. This is what he did last show though. Like the last time when he did Texas, or like he left, what's his name, just before the show.
I don't remember who he was with last time.
Who was he just with?
Well, he was with Patrick Tour.
Yeah, he was with Patrick before the last Texas show, and a few weeks before the show, he left.
I
Left.
don't think he would, yeah, surely he wouldn't do that again. I just think like Patrick's a good coach and jumping from coach to coach, especially in this position, like
Yeah.
that, even if it is a new coach with a shit ton of experience, like that individual may not know your body
It's a
as
big
well
risk.
as yeah.
It's a big risk.
And the Pittsburgh and then New York 1 week apart.
Someone will jump in.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Someone will jump
I
in.
mean, is Nick already doing it?
I would imagine he's doing New York.
I don't think he's confirmed it, but I'd say he could. Yeah, he very well could be.
Yeah,
He
he
wants
has
that. He
it.
wants another ring, surely. That's like the coolest thing you can get in bodybuilding, that New
Oh,
York ring.
the ring would be so cool.
I
Fuck yeah.
think he said something about like not caring about doing New York again.
Really?
Yeah, he did say that, but I don't know why more shows don't give a ring out.
Or a sword, man. They need the fucking cool shit again. Or a Hummer.
I would take a ring over a sword any day. I just think it'd be
Yeah.
so
Much
dope.
easier to travel with.
Yep. That would be one of the like most important factors as well.
Yeah, imagine winning.
Fucking ship it back in pieces.
Yeah.
Um, before we go, Jack Eagles,
Hmm.
what do we think?
Unfortunate. A little slim compared to the older guys, but what do you expect? He's fucking 22.
We got
21.
I think we got Regan Grimes
What?
with his
No, I don't think so. I think people were just overhyping him a little bit. I don't think people realize how hard it is to be as big as these adults at fucking 22, you know?
yeah.
There's not many guys that are like that.
I
To
will
really have that density. It's just takes time.
His legs did look a lot smaller on stage than what they did in his Instagram updates.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's, I mean, I'm not saying he's fucking photoshopping anything, but they did look a lot smaller.
Yeah.
You know, he was just flat.
Maybe,
They didn't have the same sweep.
bro, that
To
was
me, he looked a little over dieted, like a
isn't
bit
he quite,
tired. His
isn't he
physique.
quite close to his cap?
I think he's a couple pounds below.
Yeah.
It's crazy because like some people like you look at Mike and you're like, how the fuck is this cunt fitting into the weight cap? And then you have other people that still look small but are, pushing on their cap as well. I could be wrong in saying that. Maybe he has plenty of room to grow, but
Well, I
yeah,
think he's only 5'7".
he has a lot of size to put on, especially in the legs. But I still think being classic, he could have placed a bit higher, just down to the fact that his shape is so good.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there at the show. I haven't seen enough footage either of the top guys that placed ahead of him, but they all looked far less classic than him, obviously.
Yeah, they looked far less classic and just way thicker and heavily muscled compared to
And
him.
they were just thicker.
Yeah,
That's classic physique though, whether that be fortunate or unfortunate. Like it is kind of just bodybuilding with a weight cap based on how tall you are, with a little sprinkle of extra aesthetics, But how much those aesthetics actually weigh into things, I'm not sure.
Well, that's my argument with Josh Andrews.
mm,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Look, and if he comes in and he's in condition, then he's gonna be very, very difficult to beat. I'm just My only apprehensiveness with him is I've never really seen him compete and look great before. So,
Yeah. 100%.
uh, but dude, if he fucking rocks up, look on stage looking half as good as those Instagram pics, then everyone's in trouble.
Agreed.
yeah, yeah. It, from how he looks right now, it's quite hard to fuck up. You would imagine.
Yeah, you'd think so.
But I
Yeah,
mean, there's a few guys like that though. Like Coben is fucking he's not small.
Not at all.
And again, like Kyle, I know he's a shorter guy, but he's going to be right on the cap too. You would imagine he's
Yeah,
stacked.
I agree.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm so keen for nationals. It's going to be good.
Fuck yeah. National's gonna be fun as.
Yeah, we'll have a good time. When do
Yeah.
you get in for nationals?
I get in
Oh,
Thursday, I think.
yeah. I get there Friday.
Nice.
Are you still staying with me, Jake?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Where you?
Why did you say it like that?
Well, I don't know. You asked me if I was still staying with you.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine.
Unless you changed your mind.
No, I mean nothing's changed. I've still got the same Airbnb booked, so that's all
Right.
good. I
Where
can
you
be
staying?
I'll be there knocking at your door.
in St Kilda,
Oh, cool.
like just around the corner from Josh, pretty much like walking distance.
Yeah, sick.
So he can be my ride.
Yep. Love it. Love it.
Nice.
All right, boys.
It's gonna be good. You're gonna get a leg session in or what?
I reckon
Mm,
Yeah, get it filmed or something. Group leg sesh.
group leg sesh. Whatever Tom
I
needs.
reckon.
it'll probably
Hey,
be on is nationals on 2 days or one day?
One day,
Saturday, right?
Sunday, I think.
Oh, that's cool. I
yeah,
mean,
Sunday, so we got Saturday free.
oh, that's sick. Yeah, legs on
Yeah,
Saturday,
that works.
rest on Sunday. Sweet as.
Yeah.
Oh, that works out so.
Hopefully I have a little bit of energy still in me at that point.
Yeah. We won't do anything silly.
Well, you guys can.
Just
I
fight
don't.
kilo squat press.
My excuse to not have an ego that weekend.
Doesn't Doherty's have a Cybex squat press as well?
Yes.
Pretty sure they do.
Brunswick does,
Prob-
yeah.
Yeah, Brunswick. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I want Tony to have a look at me as well. I think that'll be cool.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Man, I feel like half baked today because I had a sauna, so I'm like, it makes me feel like I smoked like half a cone. Yeah,
Do both.
Like my eyes are just like permanently half closed.
Until you mentioned it, we didn't notice, so you're right.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, well, that's good. I felt like my energy was low today,
you're good.
but it's
Not
all
that bad.
Boys, I'm gonna head off and walk the
Alrighty.
dog.
all right.
All right. Love you all long time.
Catch us later.
Adios.